Ah! Oh man. Folks, I can't make this stuff up. I can't. Okay, I really cannot make this stuff up. Folks, word on the street, according to Ilima Macfarlane, Paige Vanzant is going to entertain bare knuckle brawling, bare knuckle fighting. Okay, and shout out to my boy Pure Evil Eddie. Okay, Pure Evil MMA, man. Shout out to him, man. That's my dude. My boy been grinding hard, man. Go subscribe to Pure Evil MMA. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Like when I saw it, I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, nah, man, this can't be real. This is not reality. This can't be reality, y'all. And I sat back and I said, you know what? This is something that Paige Vanzant would do. Okay, like, you know, she didn't make it in MMA. The last person she beat in MMA was what? Rachel Ostovich? And beating Rachel Ostovich, that's not saying anything. Okay, you talking about Rachel who had just been abused by her ex-husband. Okay, took a fight, you know, didn't have enough time to recover. And Rachel still struggled against somebody who's already compromised in Rachel Ostovich. Like, Paige Vanzant, you know, her and Rachel, they have low skill sets. I'm not going to say that they completely suck because they had to do something right to get to this level. But their skill sets are not as high as everybody else. Okay, that's just what it is. You put them in there with any normal average fighter, they'll probably get beat. Okay, most of the time. Put them in there with a fighter, 9 times out of 10, they'll get beat. That's just how it is. Folks, that's just how that is. Okay, I know people don't want to hear this. I know people don't want to hear this about their beloved Paige. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but guys, it's the truth. Okay? Now, Paige finna go over here to bare knuckle brawling. Y'all know what's finna happen to Paige. Paige finna go in here and she is finna get effed up, y'all. Like, there's nothing she can do. Okay? But I will give you Paige Vanzant fanboys, I'm gonna give you simps a glimmer of hope. I'm gonna give y'all just a glimmer. Now, bare knuckle brawling, bare knuckle fighting does favor the MMA fighter. The reason why is that MMA fighters, they're used to little to no padding around their hands. They're used to that. So MMA fighters, they actually know how to place the punches. They know how to throw the punches with the best impact without damaging their fist and their knuckles. Okay, they do. MMA fighters, their hands are very durable. Whereas boxers, they struggle. They tend to struggle in bare knuckle brawling. And you think that, you know, you got the rules of boxing and, you know, boxers know how to box and MMA fighters know how to fight. But it's just that when you're fighting bare knuckle, when you try to block a punch, okay, you got these MMA fighters, they throw their strikes, and a lot of them, they strike in a downward motion when they throw an overhand right. So they're striking down, they're hitting your guards. And MMA fighters, too, they're used to using their elbows. They know how to block with their elbows. So it's like, you know, I'll give you an example. When Artem Lobov and Paulie Malignaggi, they fought. You know, Artem Lobov, when Paulie was tagging Artem with the jab, Artem Lobov started catching the jab on his elbows. And that sequentially broke Paulie's hand. Okay, and Paulie stopped throwing the jab like that. Like, he was trying to jab Artem Lobov to death, and he couldn't do it. Like, in bare knuckle fighting, you can't box the person to death. You can't do it. Because eventually, you're going to hurt your hand. Okay, or your hands are going to be, you know, so scarred and damaged that you're not going to want to keep throwing the jab down the pipe. Because the MMA fighter, he's going to block you with his elbows. That's what he's been taught. Okay, he's been taught that, you know, using your elbow the elbow is probably one of the most dangerous weapons in MMA. I'll say the elbow and the knee. Definitely by far 2 of the most dangerous weapons that, you know, that can be done within MMA. So Paige Vanzant, if she's fighting a boxer, Paige is going to have an advantage. She's going to have a very, very, very big advantage. If Paige is fighting another MMA fighter, y'all can hang it up, okay? Y'all can hang it up. Paige going to get beat. But, you know, if I were bare knuckle fighting, if it were me, if it was my organization, and I'm going to give you clowns at bare knuckle fighting, I'm going to give y'all this for free. Because y'all some clowns, and y'all was the one that, you know, I was promoting y'all stuff, man. And then y'all complained to YouTube about me. I mean, you know, y'all thought I had a video, you know, in my video that I was using with your content. I ain't had nothing. But I'm going to give you idiots. I'm going to give you idiots something to think about. You know, Paige Vanzant, she knocked out Beck Rawlings. She did a Daniel-san crane kick, okay? She did a Mr. Miyagi Daniel-san crane kick, and she about during there knocked Beck Rawlins. She about knocked Beck Rawlins flat top or whatever she had, skater cut. She about knocked that to the back of Beck Rawlins. I'm talking about she about knocked Beck Rawlins' head off of her body. Okay, that's what happened. And, you know, they need to schedule that fight. Bare knuckle brawling. Beck Rawlins versus Paige Vanzant. I mean, it's two people in MMA that couldn't make it. Two people that consistently got beat up in the octagon. Okay, just let them beat each other up in bare knuckle brawling. Do that. Just do it. But chances are Paige will probably lose. Okay, Beck Rawlins actually has shown that she's got good hands in bare knuckle brawling. But, you know, also Beck Rawlins been fighting against these low-class, low-level boxers that these are people in boxing. They couldn't make it in boxing. So they come over to bare knuckle brawling and they get beat up. Of course, an MMA fighter can beat up a low-level boxer. But you get a boxer in there with some talent, some skill set, Beck Rawlins ain't beating that person. Beck ain't beating him. Okay, it's just not going to happen. But they'll probably try to do that. They'll probably try to get Beck Rawlins versus Paige Vanzant. You know, and that'll probably be like some kind of main event, you know, a rematch of when Paige knocked out Beck. But, you know, this whole thing is stupid, man. Paige isn't going to last in bare knuckle brawling, y'all. She's not going to last in the sport. You know, and I know, and all of y'all know she's not going to last. Okay? It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. She ain't going to last because, you know, Paige right now, she damaged. You know, she got that arm that, you know, it can't get healthy. And every time she fights, she tends to damage that arm. Okay? I mean, who was that? Amanda Ebus, you know, put Paige Vanzant in a nasty armbar. Paige tapped out, man, because that arm was about to go again. Amanda Ebus was about to break that arm again. So Paige got that arm that just won't heal. Okay? And not only that, you know, Paige got a chin. I think that's probably the only good thing that I can say about Paige Vanzant. Paige can take a beating. I've never seen somebody get beat up like that. Never. I'm talking about Paige can take a beating like nobody can. I mean, y'all hear me? Paige Vanzant can take a beating. And it's like, okay, all right, but what else does Paige Vanzant have of substance? And it's nothing. What else does she have of substance? It's nothing. Hey, Paige better get used to looking at this photograph. Paige Vanzant better get used to this because this is all she knows, losing.